All right, let's talk about a single, absolutely game-changing idea, the Grand Slam offer. It's a concept from entrepreneur Alex Hormozi that can completely flip how a business makes money. By turning a regular deal into an offer so insanely good, people would feel stupid saying no to it.
But to really get why this is so powerful, we have to start right here. On Christmas Eve back in 2016, this was the exact amount of money in Alex Hormozi's bank account. This isn't just some random number. This is what rock bottom looks like.
So, the real question is, how on earth do you go from a little over $1,000 in your bank account to building a whole portfolio of companies that pull in more than $120 million in sales in just a handful of years?
Look, the answer wasn't some crazy, complicated business strategy. It was one single, powerful idea that was born out of a moment of absolute crisis, an idea that pretty much rewrote the rules of selling.
And I mean, this wasn't just a bad month. We're talking about a complete and total collapse. Get this, his business partner just vanished with his entire life savings. Then, a payment processor froze over $100,000 of his money. He literally had to wire his very last dollar to an employee just so they could get paid on Christmas Eve.
I mean, he was at his absolute lowest. He even told his girlfriend Layla that he was a sinking ship and she should leave. But he had two things left: her support and this one idea he called a Grand Slam offer. That idea? That was his only way out.
So that one idea, that was his ticket out of a trap that honestly most businesses fall right into without even seeing it coming. It's called commoditization, and it's a brutal, soul-crushing race to zero.
Okay, so here's the deal. Most businesses, right, they're selling a commodity. Marketing services, fitness coaching, it all kind of looks the same. And when you look just like everybody else, the only thing you can compete on is price. But a Grand Slam offer, whoa, that's a different beast entirely. It's designed to be so unique and so valuable that you can't even compare it to anything else. You're not just another option, you become the only option.
And the math here, you gotta see this. It is absolutely stunning. Just look at the cash collected. With a normal offer, you might spend $10,000 on ads and only get $5,000 back. You're literally paying to lose money just to get a customer. But with a Grand Slam offer, that same $10,000 in ad spend brings in over $112,000. That's more than 22 times the cash. You're actually getting paid to find new customers. It's a totally different game.
So how in the world do you build an offer that powerful? Well, it all starts with a new way of thinking. It's a simple little framework for understanding what people actually value, a concept Hormozi calls the value equation.
And this is it. Value equals the dream outcome times the perceived likelihood of achievement, all divided by the time delay times the effort and sacrifice. Now this formula, this is the secret sauce. This is the engine that lets you charge way more, and your customers will still feel like they're getting the deal of a lifetime.
So to crank up the value of what you're selling, you start with the top part of that equation. You have to amplify the customer's dream outcome, what they want more than anything. And then you have to maximize their belief, their absolute certainty that your offer is the one and only way to get them there.
But, and this is the big but, the real magic, where the world's best companies play, is on the bottom half of the equation. Your job is to shrink the time it takes for your customer to get their result and just ruthlessly obliterate the amount of effort and sacrifice they have to put in. And this example just nails it. Think about it. Meditation and Xanax both promise the same dream outcome, right? Relaxation. But one of them is a multi-billion-dollar industry. Why? Because it offers a super high chance of working with almost zero delay, and you just have to swallow a pill. It completely crushes the bottom half of that value equation.
Okay, so having a high-value offer is the foundation. That's huge. But to make it truly, irresistible, the kind people feel dumb walking away from, you add one final layer of pure psychology.
And it's basically a three-step recipe. First, you add scarcity. There are only a few spots. Then you add urgency. This deal ends Friday. And finally, the killer move, a crazy, bold guarantee that takes all the risk off their shoulders and puts it right onto yours.
A guarantee like this, it does way more than just reverse risk. It screams confidence. An outrageous guarantee tells your customer, I am so sure this will work for you, I'm willing to bet my own money on it. It makes saying yes a total no-brainer.
And really, that's the whole story. From literally $1,000 in the bank to a portfolio worth over $100 million, it all came from this one single shift in thinking.
It's all about getting out of the price war. Stop being just another commodity. You want to create your own category, a category of one.
Because when you do that, when your offer is just packed with so much value and has zero risk, price just doesn't matter anymore. It becomes irrelevant.
So look, this isn't just some cool business story, right? It's a direct challenge to you. It's asking, how can I use this value equation? How can I solve my customer's problems so effectively and make my offer so unbelievably good that they would feel like a complete fool for saying no? So, what's your grand slat?